I'm pretty sure I can do Awakener level 8. I just want to get
Learn anything new?
used to the fight again. I haven't done the fight with this character at all, like this type of character, so I want to get a tiny bit of practice.
Need to get to 31.
And yeah,
I'm
so
fucking
normally I use Contagion, but since I don't need Contagion for this fight, I'll just get Bane for some single target help.
Please, we want to help you. Don't do anything hasty.
Destroying you.
Even though the damage should be more than fine.
Flicking a pest.
No! Kirak!
How boring and small.
You want the Atlas? Take it. It's yours. But Oriath, I will burn to the ground.
Perhaps
No, Oriath!
the suffering of my fellow citizens will finally stir something.
Oh, this is 0. I'm just getting practice on it. I haven't done it ever with this character, so. Wanna get used to the
Real challenge.
new boy in town doing more attacks.
Die.
Your lives are meaningless!
Oh yeah, the apparition doesn't like do any. It's not even faster in the low levels, right?
No.
Yeah, I was like, this doesn't do anything. Like literally nothing.
Supposedly be back to what it was before.
Itself. You are nothing. Obliteration. Fury of the cosmos. Creation
The
itself.
others found strength in their projections. They became reliant on them. I am not so foolish. Be silent.
I'm gonna wanna just. Yep.
Die.
Why run? What's the point?
There is no point.
You are nothing. Fury of the cosmos. Obliteration. Creation itself.
Like, really interesting enough to warrant all this pain.
Die.
I have seen beyond.
Die.
My TV is about to shut down. I should probably
Die.
get some charges.
Why run? What's the point? Rain of stars. Obliteration. Creation itself.
Of death, my heart races. I am alive. Feel the thrill of
The void. I have seen beyond. Everlasting fire. Die.
I felt something.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo. That's going
Oh!
into a treat.
Holy shit!
I'm sorry.
Oh shit, we got a 11% small too?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's going straight into your tree.
Yep. Time to respec. Yo, what's up? So, as you saw, we did our first heroes yesterday, and got pretty lucky with a Thread of Hope, which with the ID went straight into my skill tree, and I have had a lot of gear upgrades yesterday, and remember the chest I mentioned about scouring off the dexterity and exalting from the last video? Well, okay, boys. It's
Just
time.
wait
It
before
is
you
time to Lamerino the chest.
You're not cleaning it first, right?
I am. I don't care about the dex, so you pretty much useless mod.
8 pixels.
all your X-ones.
All my exalt. I know. Prefix is gonna be changed. Go, boys. Oh, wait, I need to craft it first. Almost. I want to craft a tiny bit of int, so that I don't put an int on it. I will take the risk of exalting dexterity. I could block the dex, but then there's a chance that I hit int, and the remaining craft I want on this should be int plus quality. Because the quality, the 18% quality that you can get from rank 3 is too good. So I will risk the dex slam. Please don't be dexterity. Anything but dexterity. And I guess life regen. And stun and block. Be resist. Be a nice resist. Except chaos. F. Almost. One more, boys. One more.
What do you mean F? Refire
Not gonna lie, I looked at the lowest mod and it was stun and block record and thought I hit that first. Then I realized it's actually good.
Fire is fucking good.
Yeah, it's good. One more. One more, boys. Please don't be dexterity, don't be stun and block record, don't be regen. Oh, boys.
So fucking
So how
good.
easy is it for you to...
Oh. Yo, where's the
So why
rank
did you
3?
craft int? Why did you craft int over dex?
So I can do the quality int as the last mod.
I guess.
Yeah, that is literally. Oh my god, the quality is so good. So who has the rank 3 int quality?
Any map.
Oh god, dude.
I think I have it.
I need to show this to Dan. This beautiful chest.
Yeah, rank 3 int quality. 4 chaos each though.
I'm coming, Lind. Oof. That's some
I'm
good
gonna
ass
give
fucking
me
slams.
resources, by the way. I'm poor as fuck right now.
Is it 4 chaos to craft?
Yeah, 4 chaos per craft.
Oh, I should probably give you more. Just
2517 is perfect.
That's
int
one
and
of
almost
perfect, right?
Yeah, it's one
Yeah.
quality of perfect.
Yeah,
and
just
stuff.
keep it for now. I'll recraft it later. At some point. The quality added like extra 30 flat ES to it, and then of course the evasion too. This fucking chest. So yeah, I crafted the dexterity in there, sorry, the int in there, just so that when I exalt it, there's no chance of hitting an int on it, because I needed the open suffix for the int and quality, as you see in this. The int quality craft gives me like 30 extra ES on the chest and a lot of evasion, which then transforms into more ES, of course. I multi-modded the boots. They're pretty bad boots, but they are starter boots, I guess. I'll probably use these all the way until I can make a Awakener or boots with spell dodge. Because right now, since we have the face aggro, I'm currently at 44% permanent spell block for spell dodge, and then another 5% from Lunaris. And well, usually I can also cap my spell dodge with Valk Race, but I'm probably gonna be dropping Valk Race at some point soon because I don't really need it. But yep, so we have the avoidance boots, and we crafted a disgusting helm. I think this was like 20 something changes, and the rarity is actually a exalted on this. I had one extra suffix for that. Oh, actually, no, wait. We spent like 20 plus chances on this without getting anything, and then I tossed a random int essence on the helm and landed on this. So yeah, that's pretty big. And now, since I'm immune to avoid like all elemental elements, you can see there 40%. That makes you immune. I don't need the shield that, so dropping the shield doesn't actually, well, I lose my dexterity, like my avoidance from there, but it's actually over 100% even without the shield. So hopefully I'll get a better shield at some point. This was also exalted. All of these exalts that I mentioned, by the way, were done with
Blessings.
a Leo boy here as a research leader with rank 3. So I didn't actually use like normal exalt for that. So yeah, we were able to drop the dream fragment. So now I have 2 like decent rings. Too bad the ES on this ring is a bit low, but it has everything else pretty much. And then I think this I was already using before. This needs to be exalted at some point, even though there really isn't a good prefix for me there, sadly. I guess like evasion would be nice. But yeah, so we are pretty decked out right now. And we are also 72% spell block, which made the Zeros fight a joke. I mentioned the large class jewel, so we have Mage Hunter and Conjured Wall, which gives us a total of 20 spell block, because this is doubled through the Lethal Pride still. But however, right now, my skill tree is a bit of a mess, because this is a 9 passive class jewel, so we have this 1 extra random spell damage here, and since this is a 6 passive, I have to take this extra travel node. I mean, it's a good travel node. However, right now, these 2 points should be in Growth of Decay and Hunter's Gambit. That's 20% dot multi and 20% damage over time, and then some skill effect duration too, and region. Obviously, it's not 20 because this is 5% and there's a tiny bit of spell damage, so it's like 15 dot multi and 10% like spell damage region. But it's a big upgrade, and I actually bought jewel bases, so I do have the large class jewel now with the 8 passives that I'm gonna try to roll today, and I have a 5 passive medium class jewel, which allows me to save the travel node here as well. My ES went down quite a bit because I had to drop insightfulness. That's like 500 ES from that. However, I'm able to potentially get that back at some point, and the this node here is like another almost 500 years, and there is a possibility for me to replace the block jewel here with another energy from north that gives also 12% ES travel nodes, or 6 if I only have one. And I would lose 5% spell block, which is well 10, and the avoidance. But I don't know if I really need these gloves. But my damage feels pretty good, and I could potentially also do a swap where I put my ED into the 6-link. Putting ED here would give me an extra like 10% more damage right now. Obviously, if the gloves were like double corrupted, the gloves would be way much more damage. And even just having a Delirium more damage over time gloves with double corruption without the +2 from the gloves itself would be better than the 6-link, because that's +4. So ideally, in my opinion, probably should have them on the gloves. Though you could also have just +2 AoE and +2 duration on gloves and put Blight in there with a 5-link. That way you open up a suffix on your gloves for the ailment avoidance. So these gloves could instead be like two good suffixes, two good prefixes for ES, which would give you like potentially like over 60 extra ES, probably like 70 extra flat ES, which is almost close to what the energy from North is. So it's like multiple 100 ES, and you would lose a bit of damage for it, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. Like, I don't have issues with damage. My ED is still like 500k Shaper DPS, and my Blight with max stacks. Sorry, that's with 10 Wither stacks, not 15, which I can get when I'm just blighting away bosses for a long period of time. Well, doesn't even have to be a long period of time. I have like 9. I get like almost. It's like over 5 casts a second blight, so it goes up very fast. It goes up very fast. But yeah, so the plan right now is to, well, obviously just craft the better jewels. And then another thing that I probably want to do is, so ideally I would have on 5%, well, over 10% spell block on a shield that's possible to get. I can potentially exalt that. If I land up that exalt on this, I probably wouldn't change my shield ever. However, what I would like to have eventually is the ES on block plus 15% reduced reservation of Socrates skills, which can, like, I would have that from a Shaper shield, and then the ES on block from, I think it's Stater. I don't remember exactly which the other base would be, but you can combine the two, and that would allow me to do either Bless Offering or an Aspect. I talked about Aspect of the Spider previously, another video where I could slam it on my my wand. However, I think because I have I get the Wither already. I already hinder, so the 15% increased damage taken from there, on top of the up to 90% from my spreading rod, doesn't really feel as good. So instead, what I could do, and what I will probably end up doing instead, is craft Aspect of Grab. Now that's really nice for this build. So Aspect of Grab gives up to 20%. I think it's 2% physical damage reduction per like a stack, and you get up to 10 stacks. I think it's you get 1 every second, and when you get hit, when you get hit by physical damage, it takes them all away. Well, hit that contains physical damage, it takes them all away. So why that's really good for this build is because, well, now that I am ailment immune, I don't need the shock or ignite immune or anything like that on my flask anymore. So now I have a Chemist of Jade, reflexes. It's a pretty bad roll. I'll probably try to roll another one once I get some alts. I've yet to actually roll my Basalt Flask, but the Basalt is probably gonna be the regen from the Mastermind craft. Or the other option I could do is do a Alchemist Granite of Iron Skin, which gives you like easily just like over 10k armor just like that, and then swap my Grace, my Wall Grace, for Wall Molten Shell. Now the issue with that is obviously my strength isn't that high, so I'm not sure if I want to do that. And I kind of need to get like a level 1 clarity at some point anyways. But yeah, so what the other option here is like, so I would put Enlighten, Malevolence, and Discipline into the shield for the reservation reduction, and then this Enlighten in there. Level 2 is actually enough, but level 3 would be much easier. Them here, and that would allow me to have the aspect is 25% for the physical damage reduction, or instead of that, wood, flesh, and stone, and get silent steps. I'm not sure yet which I want to have. Silent step is nice because it's all damage sources from blind enemies, and I kind of go base tank mode anyways with this build, so everything will be blinded when I'm actually, most likely going to be taking damage from them, at least from boss fights. So that would be really nice. But the crap, back to like how it's so good for this build. So I have like 34k evasion. I have that's actually 49% spell dodge right now, and I will eventually get another 10% from my boots when I awaken orb them. So that's like 59%, and then with quartz we get another 10, so that's 69% spell dodge. And then we obviously have the spell block too. Obviously the spell block is taking a hit, so it will further mitigate the damage I take. But because of the crazy amount of evasion for attacks, and then we have pretty high dodge for spells, we aren't losing the grab attacks as fast. And the good thing is, it's just a suffix on my wand, so I can swap between the two if I want to. I could potentially even have both of them, like both the flesh and stone and the grab, but for that I would have to like go down here, take sovereignty and take a reduced mana reserves in here, or get like a malevolence or discipline reservation enchant, which I'm not expecting to get. But yeah, the build's pretty close to being complete. I mean, I would consider it complete at this stage now, but there's a lot of min-maxing I still want to do, starting from saving 2 points from the Cluster Jewels, and then I need a better shield, better boots, and I need to think about the swap between the gloves, ED on the gloves, and the blight on the chest, because that would give me probably another couple 100 ES on a good pair of gloves. I would lose a bit of single target damage, but that doesn't really matter that much, and I would actually gain more AoE damage if I were to put the ED on the chest. So my ED would easily go to like 600k saber DPS on Cyber, Respect 3, and all that. But yeah, I think that's all I had for now, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon.